going on, everybody? Bringing you a quick update on the whole Johnny and Amber thing, which has been pretty interesting to watch over the past couple of weeks. So Johnny finds himself in a very unfortunate situation, like a lot of dudes do, and it's really unfortunate. However, one thing that's worked out very good for Johnny is Johnny's got receipts. Lots of receipts. Lots of phone calls that have been recorded that don't paint Amber in a very good light, make her look like a big old fat liar, and it's not very good for her. Okay? One of the greatest things to watch was the deposition case. So they deposed her recently, and she's sitting there rolling her eyes, snacking, smirking, just kind of blowing it all off, like kind of shocked that no one's believing her. Well, they're probably not going to, because you've been exposed through hours of tapes, and it's not good. The court isn't the media where you can spin things. You're going to have to bring some facts, and this ain't looking good for you. And it's funny, the media doesn't cover these tapes, really. They don't talk about them. They're not going to really talk about the deposition either. You have to go to a more of a non-mainstream site like Bounding in the Comics here if you want to see anybody cover that. They're going to ignore that because Amber can do no wrong. We don't want this messing up our argument, so they just ignore it, which is what they do a lot of the time, where they'll change headlines and do a lot of shady stuff. It's kind of the way the media rolls. But unfortunately for her, going to court isn't the same as getting the Guardian to have your back. So, as reported by Deadline here, Johnny Depp's $50 million defamation case lives on, and Amber's going to have to actually go to court and show all of this to a jury. And my, oh my, I wonder how the guys sitting in that jury box are going to feel about this. When they hear those tapes and they see that deposition tape of you rolling your eyes, smacking your lips, and smirking, I wonder how that's going to play out for you. That's going to be something beautiful, something lovely, and really has me interested in this case. And it really has me interested in some of the karma that's coming her way. So here's another headline. Warner Brothers allegedly considering reducing Amber Heard's appearance in Aquaman amid defamation case. Isn't that lovely? So never forget that Johnny's role in Pirates of the Caribbean got eliminated because of this. Everything that was coming out was he was going to get another movie. They were going to do something, or he was going to do a prequel or whatever they were going to do with that film. That doesn't exist anymore because of what happened here. They got rid of him because that's what always happens. The kangaroo court of Twitter gets final judgment, and if you have something like this happen to you, they cancel you. Happened to Vic Mignogna. Anybody that's been following this channel for a while knows that whole story. He had his life destroyed over some nonsense. He said, she said BS. His life was destroyed. Johnny's was destroyed as well, but I think he can bounce back because, well, he's got those receipts, and it looks like he's more than likely going to win this case because of those phone calls and several other things. So that's good stuff, and I like seeing him get a little bit of payback here. So apparently, they are going to reduce or remove her. Now, nothing is for sure yet. This is just a report that's come out, but some key points. Her role in Aquaman may be removed. Screen time in Aquaman may be limited. And apparently, a lot of this is thanks to the growing petition to have her removed from the movie completely, which I would be a fan of because, I'm just tired of this. I'm tired of people just being able to come out and say, this person did that. That's it. No one gets to go to court. No one gets to have a fair shake. It's just let's immediately cancel them, which is BS. It's bull. It's bull, and you know it is. But it doesn't matter. That's the world we live in today. So Warner Brothers is reportedly considering reducing Amber Heard's screen time in the upcoming Aquaman movie amid her defamation case. According to sources, the production company is thinking about removing Heard's character from Aquaman 2. But Warner Brothers is also thinking about just reducing her screen time, which I think might not be enough. I think that they should just get rid of her. I think they should just recast her. They've done it before in movies. Not really big deal. Not really big deal. You can just recast her. And I think we'll see. Everything right now is on hiatus. So there's nothing in production right now. They could be writing scripts and throwing them back through email. That's something that's probably still going on. But for the most part, any kind of production or anything, that's not going to move forward until everything's done. So there's a lot of time to talk about what's going on here. Now, this case isn't going to move on either until the courts open back up, because of everything going on right now. The courts are kind of closed unless it's an emergency. And in this case, unfortunately, isn't an emergency. So it's going to have to wait. So plenty of time for Warner Brothers to judge reactions and see how people really feel about it. And if people are still angry, and I'm sure they will be, I think that she might get removed. And that's just my speculation. However, then if you do remove her, you have to remember that legacy media will be going crazy about it. However, how many of them are going to be left when this is all done? Because these outlets are destroying themselves with everything that's going on right now. Weeks ago, fans of Johnny Depp signed a petition to remove Heard from the Aquaman franchise after audio recordings of their heated feud was made public by Daily Mail. In the audio tapes, Heard taunted Depp by saying that no one would believe that he is a victim of anything that she's done because he's a man. I covered that. The video did well. Got the dreaded yellow dollar, like I'm sure this video will as well. In 2016, the actress claimed that Depp physically and mentally hurt her, but the recording suggested otherwise. The Pirates of the Caribbean star has been denying the allegations that he's been hurting her by saying that Heard is really the perpetrator. On Twitter, some netizens have also expressed their desire to see Heard removed from the Aquaman franchise. And I think that she should be, especially if this is moving forward and so on and so on. Look, the tapes proved it. There's a ton of tapes. I would really suggest you go listen to them. They're made public. You can go watch them for yourselves. You can watch that deposition for yourself. You really should, because it really does open an eye to these kinds of cases and how much power a lot of ladies have in a situation like this, and it's very unfortunate. And I'm glad that Depp had those tapes because everything's kind of shifting to his favor right now. It's unfortunate, though, that the media doesn't see this. And of course they're not. They get off on canceling people. They think it's fun. It gives them some kind of self-satisfaction, and it helps move their agenda along, which at the end of the day is what all of this is about with them, which is, at the end of the day, what it's all about for them. It really does put Warner Brothers in a tight spot. I really do believe that they are considering at least reducing her role, because this way they can kind of stale off backlash from both sides. The media can't really go after them for not believing a whammon. And then, maybe some people that are, peeved about everything going on right now with her and Johnny will calm down because she faced some kind of backlash. Because Aquaman 1 was a successful movie. That movie made a lot of money. It did very well. And Warner Brothers, particularly now that they're underneath the boot of AT&T, has to perform better. And at the end of the day, it is somewhat about making money. So you have to do something. You have to find some kind of middle line, unfortunately, because of legacy media. When really the best way, if they really were smart and they really want to bring in the money, they would kick her off of the production and remove her. And then, people would praise it and it would get real consideration, because then what would happen? The media would attack the movie, and a lot of people would rise up and defend the movie, and the movie would make a lot of money. The movie would make more money if they kicked her off of the movie. If they kicked her off of Aquaman 2, the movie would make more money than having her in it with a reduced role. That's just a fact. And that's what they should do. Talking about replacing her with Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones, which I think is a good casting. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see anybody play her role than Heard. Heard needs to go. And if they're smart, they'll get rid of her. And then maybe she can sit there and think about the things that she's lost because she's a jackass. So anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll keep you updated if anything comes up on this. This is a pretty interesting case to watch. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Throw a like up if you would. Hit that notification bell. Share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment, make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.